Hey y'all, a while back I made a video about pivoting and then I made a video about starting completely over. If you haven't watched those videos and you are in a space to where you really don't know what to do, go watch those. Today I want to talk to you about what has happened since I have started over because there's a lot that was scary about it, but I'm glad that I did because there's been a great deal of clarity and an increase of sales, as well as I just feel better about where I am in business, in ensuring that I really am serving the businesses that I work with. And so I did. I started completely over. I used to offer a lot of different natural skincare products, face wash, face toners, face oils. I had lip care products, lash growth oils. Like I had a lot of just everything. And I cut all of that to where now I'm just focusing on natural body care. So I have reduced that to just be body oils, body scrubs. I still have my body shimmer. And I do still have my sea moss hair growth oil available. So how I came to that decision is I looked at my data. Okay, my data was telling me, yeah, your face care products used to sell the best, but over the past year to 2 years, your body care products have really taken off. And so it's like, okay, why am I holding on to just the face care products? That's money that I'm holding on to that's not selling very well. And so this is something that you should look at in your inventory and look at your data to figure out what collections are selling well, what products are actually selling. Because if you're just holding on to things because some people buy them, that is not a good reason to keep them because it's costing you money. So I reduced the products that I offered, and that in itself was a huge weight off my shoulders because if any of you sell a lot of different products, it is a lot. It's a lot of inventory to keep up with, especially when you're manufacturing everything. And so that in itself was like, whew, I don't have to deal with all that anymore. The other thing that I did was now I offer customization. So you can do product customization right on the website, as well as if you want to customize a product in a different way, there's a service for that. So that is more so for business owners who want a more unique product without having to invest in the cost for product development. So I'm still using my base formulas, but I'm able to customize that. And as small businesses, like especially if you're bootstrapping, this would really help you to be able to again have a unique product. So that's something that I'm really excited about. The other thing is my target audience has shifted. So previously I was trying to really serve the the woman who wanted to start a business, the woman who was very new into entrepreneurship, as well as the woman who had been in entrepreneurship a few years and still just hadn't quite figured it out. And that worked until it didn't work. And now my target is more so like working with established brands, especially estheticians. When I went through my data, I found that my best customers, and the customers that I enjoy working with the most, they're all estheticians, or there may be a few one-offs that are established brands. They are looking for a product that they can sell through. There's not a whole lot of hand holding. They understand how business works. Now, I still do have my ebooks, and my ebooks are serving for the women who are wanting to start a business or who have started a business and they're still not selling how they want to be selling. They're still struggling with branding and marketing and content creation and things like that. And so the ebooks are really serving for like that audience, but who I am excited to work with has most certainly changed. And that was hard for me to come to terms with because my personality, like, I really do want to help everybody, but I have to think of, okay, Danielle, but you only have so many hours to help. And so, where are you going to be most effective? And so, that has been another huge weight lifted because that was a hard decision, but a necessary one. And so I encourage you, if you are trying to serve everybody, um, and I did want to serve everyone, and I had pathways for each person. It wasn't all random. It was pathways for each person. But when I looked at who my best customers were and who I enjoyed working with the most, that is what helped me narrow down who do I really uh want to dedicate more time to and what isn't like exhausting me. And it was a lot of the business owners who, th- unfortunately, you have a lot of business owners that they don't even want to take the time to read a website. They really don't, and it just really speaks to um the the lack of information about entrepreneurship and how it's portrayed as this thing that you can just do and be super successful at, and no one really talks about the fine details and the time and the money that's going to have to be invested in order for you to grow a business. The other thing I did was I completely revamped my website and all of my email automations. So with my website, um I went in and I updated all of my product descriptions, all of my product photos, because what I had was literally from what I started with back in like 2021, 2022. Like, it had carried me that long until it didn't carry me anymore. And I was like, okay, I need to switch this up. So, one of the things I didn't mention this, but one of the things that I am pushing more than I was before is private labels. So, previously, I was really just pushing my bulk sizes. So, like, if you wanted, um, a 32-ounce gallon or a bucket of scrub or something like that, like, you could go purchase that and fill your own containers. But I wanted to get back into offering private label, and so while I've offered it this whole time, I've never really made it visible. And so, I updated my product pictures to where now it's very clear that, add your own label is on the picture. And so, uh those 2 things, updating the product descriptions to make those reflect more of what I'm offering now, as well as the product photos. Y'all, those 2 things alone have just really made my website more clear to my ideal customer, and my conversion rate has went up quite a lot. So I'm thankful for that. Uh, if you are looking to do this on your website, I highly, highly recommend using Claude AI versus ChatGPT. Claude AI is very good at coding, and so you can work with Claude on your business, your products, and things like that, so they can help you come up with a product description and not just a text product description, but give you with HTML code that you can copy onto your website. So you're not just looking at a whole bunch of words, but the design of it is like, it's more appealing and it's not so text heavy. Um, Now, when it comes to ChatGPT, that's where you want to do your photos at. So I use ChatGPT to generate all of my new product photos. Claude, I have not had good experience with their photos. So Claude, I like for code. ChatGPT, I like for photos. So all of these things that I've done, now I am able to go and post my content. I typically post on Instagram and TikTok. And what I am seeing is because I have restarted and updated literally everything, my content is now getting more views. My content is now getting more engagement. I'm getting more email subscribers. So people going to the website and signing up, as well as getting more sales from Instagram and even TikTok. So all of this together has really just got me excited. I was very scared to start over, and I shared that with y'all. But I was like, if I don't start over, I'm not going to have a company anymore. Like if I don't make a change, I'm not going to be able to serve anybody. And so I encourage you, don't let your company just continue to go into the ground because you're not willing to change and start over. It is hard. It's not easy. It took time. I had to take a couple of weeks to get all this stuff done. But now that I have got it done, I'm seeing the fruit of it. And so now I am able to serve people as well as now my business is growing. And so that's the thing. It's like you don't want to have a business to where it's not profitable because eventually you're not going to be able to help anybody because you can't have a business that doesn't make money. That's not a business, that's a hobby. And so I wanted to share this and just give y'all an update. I appreciate each one of you who has been following this journey. I hope that it encourages you if you were in the same place that I was. If pivoting doesn't work, you may actually need to start over, and that is okay. That is okay to do. So again, hope this helps somebody. If you are new here, please subscribe. And I will see y'all later. Bye.